Welcome to the stock workout where we flex on the market to make gains. In this video, I'm going to be speaking about IQST. I'll be going through a bit of news that's come out regarding this company, IQST. We're going to speak about news and press that they've released and a couple of updates, and then we are going to take a look at the charts and see where our support and resistance levels are, and we'll have a general chat about what the charts look like and what is going on with this stock. Now, this stock has held up pretty well today given the market conditions and the whole market seeing red today on a whole. So this stock has held up quite well in that aspect. Now, just to be clear before I get into it, I do own shares of IQST, so I do have skin in the game. I'm going to give my opinion on it and talk about it and my technical analysis on it. But before we do that, we'll take a look at some news that's come out. So as you can see, IQST highlights Q1 balance sheet milestone on road to NASDAQ uplist. So $13.9 million estimated revenue, $2 million in cash, and no debt. Now this is great, and this is exactly what we want to see from a small company like IQST that's looking to grow. So if we scroll further down, you can see last week it published its full year 2020 financial reports. Revenue was at 44.9 million. IQST has forecasted 2021 revenue growth to $60.5 million. So year on year, that's coming up to around 25% increase, which is brilliant. IQST anticipates reporting approximately 13.9 million in revenue in the upcoming Q1 2021 financial report. That's also brilliant numbers that we're hoping to come out in Q1 2021. Now do remember that these are estimated revenues and we are yet to see if IQST actually matched that. So do bear that in mind. Then it goes on to say, adding to continued rapid revenue growth, the Q1 2021 report is also anticipated to memorialize for the first time the recently announced elimination of all convertible debt, making the company debt-free. Basically now, as a small company, it's debt-free, so any cash it does have on hand, they can spend that to continue growing. The substantial balance sheet improvement is a major milestone in advancing the company towards its NASDAQ uplist objective. Now, this is good news. As those in the UK are aware, Trading 212 has restricted buying on this stock, IQST. It has restricted it it's coming up to over a month. That would have also had an effect on the share price. So this is the daily chart that I've got up, and as you can see, the price has been declining. Now, part of that would be attributable to the fact that Trading 212 have restricted buying of this stock. And if for those of you that aren't aware, only recently Trading 212 was the #1 downloaded app in the UK as well. So if a stock is restricted, that's less inflow of cash going into that stock and stock price. But once IQST are uplisted to the NASDAQ, then their stock won't be restricted anymore. And remember also that when a company is uplisted to the NASDAQ, they're exposed to a lot more investors, and institutions will be more likely to buy a stock that's listed on the NASDAQ rather than OTC. So that will also have a bit of a knock-on effect in the future. So it is good to see that IQST are trying to get uplisted, and their financials and the fact that they're now debt-free will help them achieve that target. So it says here, in addition to eliminating all convertible debt, the company expects to report over 2 million in cash. So as full year 2021 proceeds, management expects to report improved margins, and they estimated to have $3.5 million reduction in debt servicing. So, in a nutshell, IQST, they're looking to have $13.9 million in revenue, which is brilliant. That shows that they are on target to reach their $60.5 million 2021 revenue forecast. They're now debt free, and they also have $2 million in cash. So this is news that's just come out recently. Also, what IQST have done, so if we move on from this, IQST have released this part of their website, or they've released this website, I should say. This is to do with this electric battery segment of the company. So they just give information about it. This is this motorcycle that you can see in the background is a prototype. This is a company that they've partnered with, and this company also has orders for this electric motorbike. So obviously IQST will be providing the batteries for that, and these do come under sort of a smart battery, and they give a bit of information down here. So it's got GPS in it, security in it, you can integrate it with apps as well. So this is why it's called Smart EV. Further on, you can take a read of this yourself. You can take a look at the website yourself. It does give quite a bit of information. What I will do is I'll leave a link to the websites I'm showing you in the description below. So if you want to have a read of it, you can take a look yourself. This one, Modus, which is the company that IQST have partnered with, they're the company that's going to be making this electric motorbike. So they've even got a link to their website as well, so you can have a play around with it, you can have a read of it yourself. I won't waste your time and read through the whole website now, but basically they did release this website recently as well. So if you are looking to get invested, or you are invested in this stock, have a look at it, keep up to date about what IQST are doing, where they're going, what business wise, what they're doing currently and what they're looking to do in the future. So that is that. Now I've moved on to the IQST website. Now this isn't an update, but this is they do keep updating their website. So this is just a few things that I wanted to point out. As you can see, they've got their revenue for the past few years here. They've got their full year quarter one 2021 revenue here, and the full year one over here. So they have been keeping that up to date. And for a small company, OTC's penny stocks have been hit the hardest recently, with the market dropping. Penny stocks always and most likely always will be hit the hardest. So we do want to see IQST uplist to the NASDAQ so that it does bring in more institutional investors. Do remember that IQST are also courting a bank to help with financing, and once they've got institutional financing from a bank, then that will help them uplist as well. On their website, you can see it has an uplisting path here, so you can check that out too. And one other thing to bear in mind, if you scroll down on their website, you can see that some of the names that they're working with, so some of its customers, they're really big companies. So you look, first you've got Verizon. You move on, so some of you may know some of these companies, some of you won't. Verizon's massive. T-Mobile here, Vodafone. You go down here, you got Tata as well. You've got Orange, you got Telenor. So even IBM, probably providing software to IQST. So this company is working with some big players in the game, in the 5G space. As well, you can see here they've got all of their different segments of their company. So they've got telecommunication, which is probably the biggest segment, electric vehicle, chemical, financial services. They're quite well diversified, this company, and having no debt on their balance sheet and seeing revenue grow year on year. Just look at this 2019 revenue was at $18 million in 2019. In 2020, it was at $45 million. So that's over 100% increase. And then in 2021, for full year, they're going to increase another 25%. So this company is rapidly growing. So it's always worth to keep up to date with their website as well. And I just wanted to point out some of the customers that they are working with. So don't lose faith in the company. They're on a journey. They're going to transition from OTC up to NASDAQ. So when that does happen, you will have hoped that you owned some of their stock while they were still OTC. Right, so now if we take a look at the charts, I have got the daily chart pulled up at the minute. So this is the daily chart, and there's a few different aspects that I want to talk about. One is the daily, which is sort of a macroscopic view, and then I want to go into a sort of microscopic view, and we can see some of the shorter time frame price action as well. So once IQST released their news of their revenue was expected to be $13.9 million, we can see that the stock did pick up slightly. So on the 19th of April, it did pick up slightly, and on the 20th, it did hold that level pretty well. The stock sat at 68 cents, so 0.68 US dollars. It has been declining recently due to the huge market sell-off. OTC stocks have been hit quite hard. The fundamentals of the company don't change though. So the company is still growing, it's still doing great things. It's just that it's been, in a sense, unnecessarily hit harder than it should be. And my advice to anyone who holds this stock would be to continue holding it. Don't sell it at a loss, because currently that would just be a paper loss. If you're in the minus, you're in a paper loss at the minute. Until you press that sell button, you've not confirmed your loss. So my advice would be just to hold that stock. And I've got skin in the game. I'm also in the minus currently, but I am holding this stock. And for those of you who don't own the stock but are interested in getting in, you could get in at any point. You would have to do your own due diligence and decide when a good entry point would be, and you could do that from seeing seeing different technical analysis and different people's perspectives as well. So currently, if we get into this now, I've got the daily chart up, I've got the 21-day EMA, the 50, 100 and 200-day moving averages, and the RSI and volume on the screen. Now, this stock is currently sat just above its 100-day moving average. The 50 is in the brown here, 100's in the purple here, and the 200's in the red. So the stock did break down and it broke through its 50-day moving average. The EMA, 21-day EMA did cross below this too. However, once it hit the 100-day moving average, it had a little pop. So as you can see here, the minute it touches it, it did bounce straight back up. And this would have been in line with the news that also came out. So this is a good point that you want to see the stock price hold. You do want to see it hold this 100-day moving average. Now, if it did break down below the 100-day moving average, you could see it come all the way down to the 200-day moving average too. So seeing that it has bounced off this 100-day moving average shows that this is a good line of support right here, and it's previously bounced off here as well. So if I just draw a line here, you can see that here 58 cents it has bounced off before as well. So on the 25th of March it bounced off there. As this is the daily chart, you can see it bounced off on the 25th of March. It bounced off around 59 cents, and it did just about touch that again in the past couple of days. And now, after the news has come out, we have seen it pop slightly, and it has gone up to 68 cents, and it has held that. For the last two trading sessions. Now, with that being said, volume has been lower than usual. As you can see, previously volume has been quite high. Volume has come down quite low now, and the RSI is also quite low. The RSI is sat at 38. So anything above 70 is overbought, and anything under 30 is oversold. So this stock is sat at an RSI of 38, so it is pretty close to its oversold point. It has been sort of trending downwards recently, the stock price and the RSI. It's held its 100-day moving average, which is brilliant. That's what we want to see. Now, this is a daily chart, so now I'm going to move on to a sort of microscopic view. Now, I've pulled up the hourly chart for this, And on the hourly chart, you'll get a slightly different picture. So as you can see, the 21-day EMA is currently below all three moving averages. So it's below the 50, 100 and 200-day moving average. But the thing is when you look at a chart microscopically, you don't get the full big picture. So if you're looking to swing trade this, you would need to look sort of on a minute time scale. But when you look at it overall on a daily chart, it is holding the 100-day moving average. Is holding the 100-day moving average. But when you look at it on the hourly chart, the 21-day EMA is below all three, and the stock is trading below all three moving averages as well. So do bear that in mind. You need to look at different time frames for every stock. You don't just want to be looking at one time frame and making a decision based off that, because say for example, if the hourly chart is showing something and you make a rash decision to buy it or sell it, maybe if you think the stock price is going up, maybe on the daily chart it's actually trending downwards, and this would have been a temporary sort of upswing when the overall trend is coming downwards. So just bear that in mind. But going back to this, you can see that the support level is this 0.589. So I would call it 59 cents. It's bounced off that range twice recently. So as you can see, once here and once here, I would consider that a double bottom. I would consider that a double bottom. That in my opinion is the first line of support around that 59 cent range. If we zoom in, we can see that this pop here was due to the financials that came out, and the fact that it helps IQST are more on their way to uplist to the NASDAQ. Now, the stock price has held that level as well. So first line of support, I would give it at 0.59 cents. So 59 cents. Now, this could be a possible trend reversal. One thing we do want to see is that 21-day EMA cross back over and above the 50, 100 and 200-day moving averages. We could potentially see a trend reversal here. As I've already mentioned, we've got a double bottom here. However, we do have divergence in the share price and the RSI. Now I'll quickly draw that and then explain it. So I've just drawn this on the charts. As you can see, from this point to this point here, we've seen the price come down. So the price has been trending downwards. The overall trend is also downwards, but from these 2 points, the price is trending downwards. And the reason I've chose these 2 points is because when you look on the RSI down here, if I just make the RSI slightly bigger, from down here, you can see that the RSI has picked up. So where the stock price is trending downwards, the RSI has increased from these 2 points down here. This is divergence because the share price is trending downwards, however the RSI is trending upwards. So this is a bullish indicator that we are yet to see a trend reversal. It shows that the bears are exhausted and that there is more buying action taking place. Even though the share price is coming down, it does show that there's more buying action taking place. Both of these points are within the oversold territory. However, the RSI is pointing upwards. So this indicates of a potential bullish trend reversal. So that's one other thing that I wanted to point out. So given the fact that we do have a potential double bottom, we have divergence between the share price and the RSI as well. Currently, I am bullish on this. I think we may see a trend reversal from here as long as the other external factors are favorable for this to take place. Unless we see a huge sell-off once again in the market, I'm bullish on this stock. We do want to see that 21-day EMA pick up back over the 50, 100 and 200-day moving averages. And obviously with IQST bringing out good news regularly and keeping shareholders updated with new developments, this stock should go back up. and we should see that share price reverse and now head into a new uptrend. I mean, if you just take a look from a sort of a bigger time frame perspective, we have bounced off this 59-cent level twice now, and as long as we hold above that, that would be my immediate level of support. First level of resistance, I would give it up here. If I just draw it on the chart, I would give it up here at around $1.07. The reason being is we have bounced off there twice recently, and we haven't been able to really break through. So that would be my first level of resistance. I think that's a level that we would need to break through, because we have tested that twice and we failed to break through, and then we saw a breakdown of the price. So if we do see another retest of that $1.07 range and we break through, then we would be looking to hold that level and turn that resistance into a support. So that's my technical analysis for IQST. As I've said before, just remember to take a look at the charts from a microscopic and macroscopic point of view. As you guys just saw on the hourly chart, the 21-day EMA and the share price is trading below all three moving averages. However, when you look at it from a bigger perspective on the daily charts, you can see that it's holding that 100-day moving average. It's holding that middle purple line is holding that pretty well. And hopefully from here on out, we should see it bounce back higher. You do still want to see the 21-day EMA cross over that 50-day moving average as well. So yeah, there you have it in a nutshell. 59 cents, your first level of support. We've bounced off that once and twice, so hopefully that is a double bottom. And your first line of resistance is around that $1.07 range. That's the next level that we need to break through. So if you appreciate that, subscribe to the channel and show support so I can keep bringing you more videos and more technical analysis. If you have any stocks that you want me to do a technical analysis on, leave them in the description below. Drop the video a like if I've helped you in any way, shape or form, and I will see you on the next